all of you. Okay, first and foremost, we are going to do a lot of fun things tonight. So Joe, if you're coming on a little late, we did practice the chat box, excuse me. And if you're familiar with that down below on Zoom, I'm going to ask you to put in your name and who invited you. Please do that right away. And you're getting an entry into our giveaways, and we've got all sorts. Let me just tell you, we've got so many giveaways today. We're excited to pull out all sorts of things. Some of them still have some fun wrapping of them on it, but oh, and I have this. This is a fun one. So I want you to know we want everyone to have opportunity to win. And how you're going to win, Joe just put that in the chat box. Make sure you follow that direction. And then throughout the party, we're going to play, we're going to just ask some questions. And as you answer them, you go into the drawing. And I want to start first and foremost, because what I'm going to share tonight in our retinol release, it can seem a little daunting. My background is medical, so sometimes I get a little geeky. And I want you to know that all of this is in a location that perhaps you haven't even seen yet. So what I'm going to do is screen share, and I'm going to bring you to our Shipe Power of Pink. This is a Facebook group, and we would like to encourage you to join it ASAP. This is where we will be housing a lot of this information so that once you start to use the brand new product, that is retinol 0.5, you're going to be able to go back and even without bugging your consultant, you're going to, because that's what we think. Our consultants love it when we call, by the way. But in this group, I'm going to put this information. So you're going to see this button right here. Hopefully you can see my cursor and it says units. Facebook just changed that to guides. Now in my group, the unit is no longer there, but you'll see the word guide. Either way, it's the same thing. And it's basically a file folder. So you are going to see retinol education, and you're going to see before and after. So what I'm going to show you in our fun slideshow will also be here if you would like to go back and look at it at any time. Okay, everybody got that? Deal? Deal? Okay, good. So I also want to tell you, as I pull up my next screen, that we are going to give a couple of fun, we have a couple of promotions and just specials for tonight. And I'm going to show you those. And then Joe is going to go over those again later. So I'm just going to start by saying that tonight, as you fall in love with this new product, and I know y'all are looking at me thinking I'm only 22. I look so dang good after 3 kids and 23 years of marriage. I can tell you it's because of this new product that I have been using since October, and the world just got its first glimpse of it this last month. So we want you to have it. Tonight, you can be your own fun Facebook or Zoom hostess and earn it. Or of course, we've got some specials that you can purchase the products tonight only for a deal. Now, this is your first question. So if you want to grab a piece of paper and a pen and you can follow along with us, please go ahead and do so. Now, the first question as I start our presentation is I want you to name at least one ingredient in the Calm and Restore milk. Okay, deal? Okay, let's, you know, I just realized I can't see you guys. So let me go ahead and add you back in. Okay, nope. There we go. Okay, so I wonder if I can read while I see you. So let's go ahead and start. This is our brand new Retinol 0.5 Clinical Solution Skincare launch. It's a big deal. Now, why is it a big deal? Because retinol and vitamin A have always been things that have only been available with a prescription. Now, just to make it really simple, I want to tell you that what you're getting from a doctor, number one, is going to be pretty darn strong. That is why doctors have the authority to not let everybody have the product that could essentially cause harm. Now, The closest thing to the prescription is what we would call the over-the-counter, and this is the product. Retinol 0.5 is the highest concentration of retinol that one can make. And technologically, this has become a one-of-a-kind formula, and I'm going to tell you why the process is also so special. So let's just go right into this product. Is a serum powered by pure, potent, high concentrated retinol. It's the gold standard ingredient for dermatologists, and they recommend it to adults of every age. Now, you might be thinking, oh, I'm too young, I don't need it. Actually, we are finding that retinol, even at a young age, it's not just for older people. And that would be my kids saying, Mom, you're 500 years old. It's not just for us. It is actually beneficial for healing, scar healing, all sorts of things that happen even in your 20s. I'd like to just throw this out here. Perhaps you've heard of Retin-A, and people who have bad acne and they're young, they are prescribed Retin-A. So today I told Joanna the way I think would be the easiest way to understand. Retin-A is different, a different form of retinol. So let's just think of carrots. We sort of all know, at least I hope so, because I was a dietitian. We should all know that carrots are good for the what? The eyes, right? Well, why do we say that? Well, carrots don't really have vitamin A, they have beta carotene. But what happens in the body is we eat carrots and the body turns that into vitamin A. Well, that's exactly what you're doing when you're putting on retinol on your skin. It's going to go into the skin and it actually turns over and becomes vitamin A and helps with cellular turnover, which keeps us more youthful. Does that make sense? Everybody shake your head if that makes sense a little bit. So you're not putting vitamin A straight on your face. I'm going to be geeky, but I love saying this kind of stuff. So vitamin A is a fat soluble vitamin. That is one reason this product has a two-part system. It has a milk. So I'm going to talk to you about this too. The last thing I just want to say real quickly, because you might have this question, is again, this is actually a different type of product than what you would get from a doctor's prescription. I'll go over that again later. So this is great to prevent visible signs of aging and to reverse any advanced visible signs of aging. Now, what we found in our clinical study, and Mary Kay, we don't put money into the rent. We don't put money into big advertisement. You guys are our advertisers. So we like to thank you by giving you free Mary Kay for helping us get the word out. And that's why you'll see so many hostess programs, because our favorite thing is to help you have this product and not have to pay for it. But you will find that the 3 reasons that this product would be recommended would be, number 1, if you want to stop wrinkles or take away past damage and wrinkles that you see. Number 2, if you're concerned about your skin's firmness. Number 3, if you happen to have some uneven skin tone. What we found over 8 weeks was over 100%. Now, in the world of science, that's a big deal. To even have over 90% success is a big deal. So over a 100% improvement in skin smoothness and 400% improvement in skin radiance. Again, I am getting so many people saying, Andrea, you're just glowing. And I'm telling you, it is because of this 2-part system. So I asked you a question earlier. The ingredient in Retinol 0.5 is a pure dose of retinol. The ingredients in the second part, Calm and Restore Facial Milk. Our Calm Restore Facial Milk features plant oils, coconut, jojoba seed, safflower, and olive. Again, remember, as a geek, that fatty acid, you need to have anything that's a fat soluble or a vitamin, you have to have fat to be able to be absorbed. There you go. This is actually going to be your best friend as you use this product, because you can use it continually throughout the day if you feel like you need it. If you feel any kind of side effect, be it dryness, be it a little itchiness, or of course the redness, you can apply the milk. Now, why do I even say that? Am I trying to scare you? No. But again, remember, you guys hear me say that the prescription Retin-A and anything that you would get from the doctor, it's prescribed because it's pretty strong. Well, we have the highest level, but we have made it a one of a kind process. I want to show you these pictures. Even though in this original slideshow, people had the pictures at the end, I think it's foolish for us to go any further until you see a couple of real life before and afters. So I just want to let you take a second and look at, these are real life directors in Mary Kay who had, this is Amy, I know most of these women, and they have been using this product for the 8 weeks or sometimes longer so that you can see the process. Now, we've been using an amazing product of Mary Kay for years, but I just wanted to take a moment and to share with you why you're going to be so excited to use this product as we continue. So our fact sheet is available, and I showed you earlier where this is going to be found should you want to just access it at any time. Consultants that are on tonight, you're learning a lot about this product, and I just want to tell you that this is also a great resource in case you need to go back and better educate your customer as you start the process. The individual price, well, the set starts at $120. The individual items are $78 for the retinol and $50 for the milk. I'm going to talk about that in just a minute, so don't get worried about the price. We are extremely compatible and very, very fair in the market, and I'm going to talk about that too. So let me go one more step and tell you that if you would like even the fact sheet that Mary Kay has, this is something your consultant can download from her Mary Kay education and product site, or of course, it will also be at the unit section of our Facebook page. Okay, so here we are. Anybody, oh, wait a minute. I want to see who has a ticket. I've asked Christine to follow along, and since I can't do two things at once, I'm going to ask Christine to tell me who got question number 1 right. Or maybe you haven't posted it yet. Remember, you want to put things in the chat box.
Nobody's posted any answers. Just 3 of our guests have said who they are the guest of. So y'all need a comment.
Okay, well, I want to just tell you, I go pretty fast. So you want to make sure you stay up by chatting with us in the chat box. And if you didn't put down who you are and who invited you, we won't be able to put you into our drawing and give you one of our wonderful gifts. So make sure you do that. I asked a question, I'm going to tell you the answer. If you didn't put it in, then make sure you don't miss the next opportunity for an entry. The answers are coconut, jojoba oil, jojoba seed, olive, and safflower oils in the milk. Okay, question number 2. What is retinization?
Okay, we did have a guest that got coconut on the first question, Michelle Tipton.
Yay, okay. Christine's got her down. All right, now what sets Mary Kay apart from all of the other companies? Well, number 1, we have a much better price. Number 2, we have an amazing gift with purchase. Your consultant. And of course, Mary Kay created a one-of-a-kind retinization process so that people afraid of the strength and some of the side effects that commonly happen when they use a retinol or a Retin-A derivative don't have to be as worried. Our 8-week process was designed for even people with rosacea, even people who have super sensitive skin. And I will tell you, if you, of course, have any concerns, we don't want you to try something that you feel is going to be too scary, but I do want to have you rest assured that I have heard, and I'm a big reader, especially when it comes to people talking about medical kind of things. I've read over and over amazing reports from people who do suffer from rosacea and other kind of sensitivity. So the 8-week retinization process, our one-of-a-kind system, puts us in a different category of most companies that you will purchase retinol from. You might buy it, you might see a bigger price point, but here's what you're not going to have. Those other companies are not going to have a week by week proven system to prevent your skin from having issues. Okay, so what does that really mean? I'm the kind of girl that can probably handle most products. I'm not super sensitive, but my friends are. I have a lot of friends that are extremely sensitive, and they have shared that because of the way Mary Kay has designed this, you should not, and they have not experienced what many have had on regular retinol. And that is because Mary Kay recommends week 1 and week 2, you're only going to add this to your current skincare system, half of a pump, 1 time a week. I mean, it's really not going to be difficult. Of course, remembering to do 1 time a week is sometimes hard, but that is why we have a tracking sheet that comes in the box. Now, before I get into this tracking sheet, I just want to tell you, we even have, again, remember, we're the gift with purchase. So my Mara is on. It's so great. My daughter is Mara, and then I have a new amazing, almost, bestie here in San Diego, and her name is Mara, and she is on live. So hi, sweetie. And so she got her package today. I'm so excited because your beauty consultant is going to be following up, and some of them have already created a little texting campaign to take good care of you. So each week, my clients, and you will receive this too, should your consultant do this, a text to not only remind you, oh, don't forget, this is your week 1, you're going to do half a pump, and by the way, take a before picture. So it's very simple, week 1 and 2. Week 3 and 4, you're actually going to do 1 pump, 1 time a week, and that's going to be for 2 weeks. So again, not a whole bunch of steps, but just that 1 time a week. When you're using retinol, and the reason that they gave our milk is because you might experience some sensitivity, but it is temporary. Your skin adjusts to retinol, and that is why most people can use the product, but most people give up because they feel any kind of sensitivity or redness or itchiness, dryness, and they stop. The actual steps, and this is why we're so amazing. Hey, Joe, can you stop the, there's a echo from someone. I think somebody's unmuted. The reason that this is so great is because a little going over the course of 8 weeks allows your skin to handle retinol without the kind of sensitivity. Yes, if you experience it, then what you want to do is put on some of that milk. It calms it right away. But I will tell you that my combination oily skin, I've always struggled with, breakouts, and then Mary Kay cured it. But then I have a little bit more of an oily complex. This has turned my skin more dry. So you do want to be aware that your hydrator is going to be super important. And if you're using a Mary Kay hydrator, I encourage you to have a couple on hand, one pretty strong. And then of course, if you're using the repair, if for some reason you need to try something without retinol, you would have a moisturizer. So let me just keep going on weeks 5 and 6. At this stage, you're going to increase it to 2 times a week. We do find to do it at nighttime is the best. And again, that's just because you're not going to be out in the exposed air and sun, and you can have a little bit more calming effect on your skin. And you won't be putting makeup right on top. So that's helpful too. Week 7 and 8, oh my goodness. By this time, your skin has handled the retinol and you're able to use it more often. Like I said, you can use the milk multiple times, anytime. It's actually something I think even when I'm not using retinol, I'm going to use because it's so good. Now that brings me to a very important part. When you're tracking, this is why your consultant's going to be following up with you, because at any time you're experiencing, you just want to make your notes, okay? If you find your skin getting a little bit red or a little bit itchy, like I said, you don't want to stop. You just want to dilute. So for example, instead of moving to week 3 and 4 with one whole pump, if you're feeling that you still might need 1 or 2 more weeks with half a pump, that's fine. Some people took longer than 8 weeks to be able to handle the full strength and to be able to handle 3 to 5 times a week. Totally fine. But I think I mentioned that if you are using the retinol, the calming milk is your best friend. Well, I do want to tell you that when you use retinol, and for some reason, I shouldn't go there. If you're using retinol, and you stop, maybe you go on vacation or you run out and you go, oh man, I somehow don't have it in my budget. Quickly, make sure that you host a party. We want to get you your products and never have to worry about the price point, because when you stop using retinol, even from a doctor, your skin stops handling retinol and you have to start the retinization process all over again. Okay, so let's see who, I'm going to go back to that. Let's see who knew the question and answered properly. I'm going to see who, Christine, who answered properly? Or
Michelle.
Who answered?
Michelle has answered.
Yay! The question number 2?
Yes.
Okay, another entry. So question number 2 answer is Mary Kay's one-of-a-kind 8-week system to introduce retinol for the least amount of side effects. Okay, I'm going to back up one step and then we're going to go into this next question. And I might take some questions from the audience soon, but please feel free to write your questions in the chat box. I'm going to go back to this. When you start the retinization process, we do have a couple of products that we're going to ask you to stop using temporarily. Therefore, if you are currently loving microdermabrasion, which I do now that I'm done with retinization, but when you start, we're going to ask you to pause on microdermabrasion. We're going to ask you to pause on the glycolic repair revealing radiance facial peel. We're going to ask you to pause on the botanical effects invigorating scrub, the naturally exfoliating powder. We're going to ask you to pause using your exfoliating tools, such as the Sonic Skinvigorate brush. We're going to ask you to pause on using the high concentrations of vitamin C. We're going to ask you to pause on the acne treatment products, which include benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid, which are in the acne treatment system. And we're going to ask you to pause using the hydrogel eye patches. Now, what happens if you use it? You're going to know, and you're going to say, oh, I probably shouldn't use that right now, because I had started using, okay, truth be told, I don't always read everything. I'm just sort of a freedom and flexibility girl. So I might get myself in trouble from time to time because I'm just going to go for it. Well, I did my hydrogel eye patches and I couldn't get those things off fast enough. The high concentration of vitamin C is not recommended when you're taking retinol products. So I had to quickly take those suckers off. Now, no problem. And I didn't burn myself. There was no rash, but I did have to take them off because of the sensitivity. So why do I say that? It brings me to this next question. What should you do even if you experience redness, dryness, or itchiness? What should you do? Well, I can't skip these pages. I'm going to go back because I did promise you some of the before and afters, and you can see the effects with the texture, the effects with the wrinkles and the skin discoloration. It's pretty amazing. But what do you do if you happen to feel sensitive, redness, dryness, or itchiness? Like I put it on my neck and I was like, oh, well, top 10 things to know about the new clinical solution set. Number one, we want you to have education. Your consultant is there to provide you that education. So don't worry, you don't have to read this stuff. Just make sure you text her or call her. Number one, we do not want you to post on Facebook, I'm itchy, I'm red. That's a normal side effect. And I don't want you to think that you cannot handle this product. You can. Number two, try it yourself, keeping a log using the tracker, journal, and take photos along the journey. Sometimes I thought, this isn't doing anything. I don't see any results. I'm not feeling any difference. It actually did, and I'm going to show you my picture. Number three, be on a Mary Kay skincare set line, consistently use it. I think that's worth reiterating right here, right now, because even though we're excited about the launch of our new Retinol 0.5, I'm going to be honest. If you are not consistent with a good Mary Kay cleansing system, okay, or another brand, but it's better if you convert over, and a really good moisturizer already. If you're not good on those two steps, morning and night, this product might not be recommended for you. Now, that is why we started a 2021 Wash Away 21-day challenge to get you into a good skincare system. And your consultant can talk to you about that. It's a really fun, encouraging way to help you get your habits strong. Once you have that, you are ready for the Retinol 0.5. Now, number four, realize that this is not a slap on a serum. You have to follow the retinization plan, and also a pea size, which is a full pump, is really all you need. At first, I thought there's no way, give me some more. Well, I was wrong. You do want to follow the process. So what happens if you experience redness, itchiness, or even sensitivity? Just talk to your consultant. And number two, do not stop using the product. Just dilute it or decrease your consistency. So we don't want you to think you cannot use this. Many people, again, with rosacea are having extraordinary results, but they took longer than 8 weeks. They had to go a little slower. And number five, be patient. Be patient and know that retinization will take time to get used to. Number six, can't see. Know what products you can use and cannot use. I think I answered that, but please put any questions in the chat box. Keep in contact with your customers. That would be for you consultants. And like I said, if you are one of our VIPs, we're going to make sure we follow up and we're going to see, hey, how's your skin doing? You got any questions? Is there anything you're curious on? Can I tell you guys a little secret? I'm going to tell on Lenore. If she's watching this, she's going to be like, Andrea. Okay, I do want to tell about Lenore. She said, Andrea, I cheated on you. She pulled out, along with her repair set and her clinical solutions, she pulled out a couple products. I don't blame her. She was curious. She was in the store and she bought something that was in the market called collagen and peptide. And she had something that said alpha hydroxy acid. Just in case, I'm not saying you would ever do this, but just in case you know of somebody who happens to be curious on every brand and wants to try it all, I just want to encourage you to stop right now. If you're going to use our retinol clinical solutions, please let's not incorporate any other non-Mary Kay item so that we can really support you in this journey. I just have no clue how those other companies, those other chemicals will counteract with your skin when this product has been tested and we understand the process. Now, why do I even say that? Number one, alpha hydroxy acid sounds fancy, but I want to go back. Remember that no list? Some people don't realize alpha hydroxy acid, well, that's salicylic acid. That's a beta hydroxy. Alpha hydroxy acid, well, that's actually glycolic peel or lactic acid. So we don't want to be using those products. They're on the no list. So if you're using other company products, you may actually be causing some problems to your skin. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay, so I hope I put in the answer. Let's see. All of this. Okay, good. Let's see. Did you answer correctly? You decrease. You might dilute, but don't stop. Christine, who gets to have another entry for the third question?
Michelle and Mara.
Woo woo. Are y'all having fun with this? Okay. Hopefully you consultants are also learning some things. Fourth question. How much are prescription and over-the-counter retinol products on the market today? Well, I might have to close your eyes for a second because I might have to scroll all the way to the top. And I'm sorry, I think I'm out of order for this one. So sorry, everybody. Okay, good. I can bring you here. Earlier, I mentioned that our retinol skincare set is $120 for the set. Now, just so you know, I actually started using this September 28th, and I'm still on the same set. Now, once you get up and running and you're using it 3 to 5 times a week, you may go through it much more quickly. But I would say this is going to last you, let's see, I'm already on, I'll say October, November, December, January. Okay, we're starting month 5. I don't think I'm gonna run out for at least another month. So 6 months. So what is that, $20 a month? Whoop, whoop. I will tell you that based on some family experience, I've had to purchase retinol over the counter. I've had to purchase retinol with a prescription. The prescription alone for the small little 1 ounce was over $120 for just the 1 ounce. Not all insurance will cover any kind of cosmetic. So even if you happen to have prescription, you're probably still paying a lot more than the $78 for the retinol 0.5. And I'll tell you that most of the products that we were looking at on Amazon and all that as a comparison, again, were around the $70 to $90 price point. But here's the difference. They do not have an 8-week retinization process where you are going to have support along the way and encouragement should you experience any of those little side effects. Now, the Restore Milk, oh my goodness, I think this is going to become something that I never stop using. And this is valued at $50. Again, I will tell you, when you see the products on the market, most of them do not have a milk. They only will have a retinol, and you're going to be, hoping and praying that you're not experiencing any kind of uncomfortable feelings. The calming milk, it is magic. Okay, close your eyes. I got to scroll down. I want to show you again. This has lots of questions. You might have them. I can answer things. I'm already going over, so I just want to tell you, your consultant is knowledgeable, and I hope you will ask her if she has already achieved her Clinical Solutions Confident Bling. We have bling in Mary Kay, and she's going to earn it by being educated on this product. So just ask her. It keeps her on her toes, but just know that she's going to be able to support you. And if she doesn't know the answer, she'll make sure she finds it out very quickly. Are you ready for some before and after pictures? I told you. Okay, don't laugh at me. This is Christy, and I just love these results. This is through the Skin Analysis app. So consultants, make sure that you download it, you do it for yourself, but teach your customers how to use the app, because it's a 3D analyzer and it'll actually show where the camera is seeing less issues, basically. So hopefully you're seeing the brightness. Hopefully you're seeing the discoloration and the wrinkles are less apparent. This is Lisa Mack. I forgot her first name. This is one of my favorites. Just look at her eye area and the brightness of her skin. And okay, this is Debbie. I don't know her, but look at the texture of her skin. Really exciting. Retinol around the eyes. You actually can use retinol around the eyes. This is a product where, again, you want to make sure, because it's a fat soluble, you put your lotion on the eye area, or of course you put your milk right afterwards so that it can help. Here is mine. I told you not to laugh at me, but I wanted to show you. Thank God for Mary Kay, because I really do clean up, don't I? I always tell people I look like a boy, but this was the before. And just in 8 weeks. I know you can already see a difference, but let's look at the skin on the side. This is actually a little longer than 8 weeks, but I wanted to show you what I didn't even realize. I didn't realize I had some sunspots on my cheeks from driving and just being at the ball games. And look at the difference there. Look at my difference in my frontal picture in the 20 weeks. I hope, okay, I think that's enough. We shouldn't look anymore. Okay. Okay, so Christine, talk to me about who got the last question.
Mara got the last question.
I love it. And I think my question, let me review. What was my question? How much are prescription and over-the-counter retinol products? Literally, they're over 120 for most people. So good job, good job. If you answer anything, you really can't go wrong. Just try and you'll always win something with Mary Kay. I want to take some questions right now, and then we're going to show you our specials that you should have received in the text if you did the texting earlier. So I'm going to stop screen sharing. I'm sorry I went so fast, but who has some questions? Joe, have you seen any?
I answered the ones that popped up, but you did an amazing job. You guys, snaps to Andrea. She's so funny. She goes, I'm going to take at least 15 minutes. Okay, she took 45.
I wasn't looking, darn it.
But y'all, this is the education we need, because when she and I were going over the itinerary, you know, and she started talking about the carrot, I go, the minute you did that analogy, it's like everything became very clear to me. You know, that your body transforms things, and that's when it becomes something else. And, you know, I know we're all like, I don't want fat, but you want fat on your face, you know? And Andrea, yes, you do look a little bit like a boy without makeup, but you're such a pretty boy, such a pretty boy. So, but Andrea, can you share that specials thing so I can just go over that, and that way our guests can go ahead and we can do some drawings and give out some prizes, and then we can do some reco for our consultants. So show that closing sheet, because I just want the consultants to know, you know, basically how Andrea and I are doing these clinical solutions parties. So we really want our customers to be using a good skincare. Now they can use Mary Kay or they can use something inferior. It's up to them. In my world, if you're not using Mary Kay, then we need to chat, because the cost is amazing. The results are amazing. So you can see with the repair set and with the 3D set, what it would cost to also add in that clinical solutions. And then you also get your free roll-up bag and a half price on any item from what we call our hydration bar. So our guests will get to see this. So we don't have to spend a lot of time explaining it. And for some reason, Andrea, there's a black box right in the middle.
It's my picture. 1 second. Sorry.
And then, you know what? We always want to invite our guests to schedule their own virtual party. And we do, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. We do a 5 and 5 with 5 and a 10 and 10 with 10, which it's 5 products in 5 minutes with 5 guests. And you get hostess credit for that, or 10 and 10 with 10 products in 10 minutes with 10 guests, and you get even twice as much as far as that goes. So these are all things that you can talk to your consultant about, because guests, I just want to tell you that you asking questions and you making us think harder and you making us really, raise the bar as far as our customer service and how we interact with you, that is so important, because it just helps us become better at what we're doing. But also, the greatest compliment you can pay your consultant is to invite her to meet your friends in person or virtually. And the beautiful thing about the virtual world is you can think of your girlfriends and your relatives all over the country, and they can jump on virtually. Facebook Live or Zoom. So it's super fun. It's a great compliment you can pay them. And believe me, it is so easy. Nobody has to clean their bathroom. Nobody has to get dressed except for the waist up. You can just have really good girlfriend time in your pajamas. So I just really appreciate you guys being on. Thank you so much for being on. And as you're thinking of questions, keep texting your consultant, because we're going to post these questions on our Superstars Facebook page and tell our consultants, okay, so these are some questions that our guests started asking after the meeting tonight. And so here's how you answer these questions, because we really want to know, what you guys are asking, what you're thinking. Are you scared to start something new? What are your feelings about the whole retinol versus retin-A and all of that? So, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. And then Andrea has a survey. So Andrea, you want to talk about, there you go.
I want to tell everybody not to go anywhere. We're going to take another couple minutes, because we want to share just a little reco real fast so you can get a taste of all the fun we have. But we want to have you put in the chat box your thoughts. So question number 1 is, if you could take home a set, which one would you like to take home today? The advanced solutions, the miracle solutions, or the clinical solutions? So A, B, and C. And this should have been the response in your text, or your consultant can send you the picture, and we will make sure we honor that for tonight's party only. Number 2, when you schedule your 5 and 5, I do want to just throw in there, Joe said the Zoom or the Facebook Live. If you do not like camera, if you don't think your friends would like being on camera, we have had so much fun doing Facebook, where everybody is just on Facebook in a private group and only the consultant goes live. So if that sounds more your speed, let me tell you, easy peasy, you get all the perks, but of course your guests get to have the fun. Go ahead and say, yes, let's book it for 2A. If you are 2B, that's no thank you, but I do have some friends who would like to hear more. You can refer them. Number 3 is not right now. That's the third choice of number 2, C. Now we're going to go to 3. If you were to start as a virtual consultant, would you prefer to be a brand ambassador, side hustler, or a boss babe? And Joe's going to talk about that in just a second.
Okay, so we want to go ahead and do some drawings for our guest. So Christine, you got those names of people who answered questions. So why don't you pull one out, and we are going to give a gorgeous citrus sorbet lip and hand cream set too. So who's our first winner, Christine?
If I could find my mute button. Our first winner is Michelle.
Hey, Michelle, look at what you got. And I'm going to see you tomorrow morning. So I will take that to you with some other goodies and some swag. Okay, who is our second winner?
Our second winner is Connie.
Yay, Connie. Mad about masking, girlfriend. You are going to love this. 4 different mask treatments. So exciting. Okay, let's see who our third winner is. We have a sponge set for our third winner. Who's our third winner?
Mara.
I could have guessed that. Okay, very good. And then I think those are the 3 that answered, right?
Yes, but I think we need to have some of our surveys completed, and we need to give them a moment to choose maybe another round of winners. Would you be okay if I showed that again real quickly?
Okay.
Let's go ahead. If I haven't seen any answers, so we would love your thoughts. So please put in the chat box 1, 2, and 3 if you are A, B, or C for each, so we can do another round of winners.
Everybody's like, where's the chat box?
Oh, can you see it?
If you can't find the chat box, you can text it to your consultant. And Michelle said CCA. So she is going to get another little gift. I will be seeing her in a meeting tomorrow. So yay.
I love it. Keep them coming. Joe, why don't you just real quickly talk about what 3 is? That was something we didn't get to yet, and I think it would answer their questions.
Yeah, so basically 3 is a brand ambassador is just someone who just really wants to, help out, be a customer, maybe be a VIP customer, maybe even choose to be part of our tribe and service your family and friends. Then a side hustler is someone who says, I love what I do right now, but maybe just something on the side that I do once or twice a month. And then our third level is someone who says, you know what, I want to really start making some serious income and I'd like to do 2 or 3 parties a week. So lots of, options there. Basically, we have a special right now with Mary Kay where you can start a Mary Kay business for only $30. And it doesn't come with a starter kit or any products. It's basically your website for a year and your pro pay, which is your credit card processing for a year. And then, I knew you were going to pull it up. And then the starter kit is worth over $400. And so it has lots and lots of full size products. And a lot of people like to do this because it kind of gets the whole package together. And then you can kind of decide where you want to launch with your business at that point. But the great thing about Mary Kay is there's no territories, there's no quotas. Connie's got answers too. So we're just really excited, but I want to respect y'all's time. And I know that we had just now hit 1 hour that we've had you on, and we really appreciate you being on. We do have a little bit of reco that we're going to do for our consultants. And so we would love for you to keep answering those surveys and keep answering to your consultant or right here in the chat, because we're going to do some fun reco. And if you want to stay on for just another 10 minutes, you can watch that. But if you need to go or feed your little ones or whatever, we completely get it, because we like to respect your time. And our consultants are like, we want reco. But we really want to show off to your consultants how amazing they are. So we are going to I'm going to do a quick little screen share here. And this is going to take me just a second, because I'm sure the consultants are going to go, nope, we believe her. I did not have it pulled up ahead of time. Okay.
Wait a minute, I have it up.
Oh, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it. Thanks. Okay. So let me go into presentation mode, and I am going to.
This is where the fun begins, you girls.
Begins, because it is all about love this month. And so, we love our skin, we love our Mary Kay products. And when Mary Kay launches a new product, The beautiful thing, consultants and guests, the beautiful thing about when Mary Kay launches a product, they always have backup after backup after backup of studies and research. And there are so many retinol, retinol, whatever, retinoids out there. And people trust the Mary Kay brand, and they trust us because they know we've done our homework. And the fact that we have this facial milk, which sounds kind of funky. When I first read it, I'm like, milk? I'm allergic to milk. But the fact that we have a product to help calm and restore that skin, because if you get on just pure Retin-A, you're going to have peeling and flaking and all kinds of stuff happening. And this is really going to help you with that. So again, just want to remind the consultants and the guests, if y'all want to hang on for a couple minutes, the guidelines for our hostesses getting all these fabulous products, the 5 and 5 with 5, is they get 5 products at half price, but they have 5 guests. The guests have to be at least 18 years old, non-Mary Kay user. They get a shopping spree on 5 items. So like the Time-Wise Miracle Set would be 4 items. Okay, y'all will understand what that means. There's 2 ways to be a hostess: Facebook Live and Zoom Video Live. Okay, and it's only 5 minutes long. So here's our closing sheet again. But I just want to give some shout outs real quick to our star consultants, our top people. You guys working for this necklace this month. Oh my gosh, the jewelry that Mary Kay gives us every month is so amazing. But our senior consultants, we are so proud of you guys for moving up in your business. Our red jackets continue to be building their teams. And of course, our team leader, Sayonara, we're just looking for people to move up to the next level. So get your Spark form out and write down your points. I'm going to push y'all off to the side so I can actually see this. You get 10 points for being on live tonight. Isn't it great? You get points just for showing up. Amazing. Just for showing up. You get 10 points for turning in your weekly accomplishment. So if your name is listed here, then you get 10 points for that for the week ending yesterday. Oh, and it actually says January, but it should say February. We don't know what month it is. Okay. You get 10 points for every full circle phase. And I want to give a shout out to Miss Donna Pratt. It's her very first time of being Queen of Sales, and she did not do it small. She did it big. I mean, she did over $600 in sales in one sitting. And so, Donna, I'm going to actually ask you to unmute. And can you please tell everybody, and open up your video, girlfriend, tell everybody how you did that, what girl, and I'm loving the new natural dew. I love that.
Well, I usually tame it down a little bit so you all don't get scared away from it. But yeah, I decided to just go really natural tonight. On Saturday, I had 8 women to show up, and Alice Flowers did a fantastic job hosting with me. She basically could host it, but anyway, she's training me still and things like that. And so she did 10 products in 10 and a half minutes. And so she did a fabulous job, and the sales just came in, and it was just a great time. And I'm looking forward to doing another 10 and 10 very, very soon. So
that's awesome.
That's how we did it.
So sold $600 in 10 and a half minutes. Let's just say 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
$6 a minute. Where can y'all go that you make $30 a minute profit? I'm so proud of you, Donna, for stepping out. And Alice,
thank you.
Great leader. Thank you. I know that is great. Well, I don't think we have, okay. We still have one of our guests on. So yes, our guest, if you are just dying to hostess your own party, please put in the chat, "In it to win it." And we will make sure that we recognize you as one of our hostesses. So excited. And I know, Alice, you did a lot of work on that. So we are so proud of you, because promoting your team members and focusing on their needs over your own, that just shows service leadership. And I love servant leadership. It's one of my favorite forms of leadership. Our queen of sharing for the week is Miss Sayonara. Sayonara and I were talking like Friday, Saturday, just constantly. And she is just signing people up right and left. She is girl on fire. She is GOF. So she had a new personal team member last month. She already has 2 this month. I see her doing a gold medal, if not a double gold medal this month. So we are so proud of you. Give yourself 20 points for being our queen of the week in sharing for the week ending yesterday, Sayonara. And then you guys remember that any week you do 50 points for completing 3 + 3 + 3. So 3 full circle faces, 3 sharing interviews with your director, okay, or a guest on Thursday Night Superstar Search, and $300 in sales on your weekly accomplishment sheet. Earning those points. 50 points every time you have a Great Start qualified team member. And then, of course, y'all know that everything else, all of our sparklers and queens of the month are recognized at the end of the month. So right now, our igniters are people who've sold anywhere from $600 to $1,200 in sales this month. Mary Ellen, Sayonara, and Dee. So excited over you guys. And you know, it's early in the month, I know that, but I want you guys to know that for the next 3 weeks, we're doing the 10 and 10 for the first 20 minutes of our meeting. Now, I know you're going, 10 products takes 20 minutes. Well, we want to do introductions and we want to say hello to everybody. So we're excited about that. And then every Wednesday, you guys jump on this. Okay, every Wednesday we have Winning Wednesday, and you just have your guests go and you show up. It's amazing. And then Thursday is our Superstar Search with a different interview every single week that we are doing with directors. So please make sure you're tapping into these events. If someone can't show up on Monday night for our guest night, then ask them if they can come Wednesday. Ask them if they can come Thursday. Ask them if they can meet with your director. You know, you're giving them a gift. They're not doing you a favor. You're giving them a gift. You're giving them the gift of an amazing product and an amazing career opportunity. And having that attitude in mind and knowing you are giving someone a gift of Mary Kay, I think it might change the way you think a little bit. Here's our Winning Wednesday. And of course, our Superstar Search last week was Claire Mason. It was so good. Oh my word, it was so good. And you know, you're meeting some great directors from all over the country, lots of diversity in their backgrounds, in their ages, in what they did before Mary Kay. I would really, you know, I think you're crazy not to tap into that. And then this is something I'm so excited about. Be talking to your customers about this. March 8th at 5, 6, 7, and 8, our normal Monday Night Live. It's going to be Customer Appreciation Night. We're going to play games. We're going to show some cool products. We're going to do giveaways. And we are going to celebrate our red jackets. And we're going to have an amazing gift for our red jackets. You are going to be earning the brand new Mary Kay fragrance just for being in your red jacket. That's pretty cool. So let's do it. And a lot of y'all made commitments last week that you were going to earn or re-earn your red jacket this month. So let's make that happen. So in addition to your Spark form in February, this is another way that you can earn prizes, is the February squares. So hopefully you guys are tracking that as well. And, you know, send some screenshots of how many you've already done in your square so far, because Andrea and I want to cheer you on. We want to know, how many squares have you filled in so far? And these are so simple. Some of them are like, are you kidding me? You know, sell 3 to 5 items, reach out to 20 men, you know, for Valentine's Day orders, wear your Mary Kay pin for 15 days. Y'all, come on, you can do this. All right. Again, here's this gorgeous necklace for selling at least $1,200 in February and placing your qualified order. And of course, our Superstar Search, again, just want to reiterate to you guys how important this is. We work very hard to make sure this comes to you every Thursday and that it is fabulous. All right. Star Consultant quarter ends in 5 weeks. I make sure I count the weeks right every single week. So everybody's happy with me, because I know you see personalities, I make you crazy. But I just want to go ahead and give a shout out And let me see if I can move this to the top. Everyone who's on target for STAR. And let me tell you what, if you have 0 in right now, or you only have 200 or 300 in, don't worry, you can do this. You can do this with 3 virtual parties. I'm telling you right now, 3 virtual parties. Zulema, Jamie, Amy, Marcia, Christina, Debbie, Kathy, Nolan, Sayonara, Christine, Jane, Marcy, Davina, and Debbie Brockman, all on target already. Andrea's on target. I didn't pull up all the directors. Andrea's on target. Terry's on target. And I know Linda Mead is on target as well. So excited for all of you who are on target. Pick your prize, cut out a picture of it, put it next to your computer, put it on your bathroom mirror, put it on your refrigerator, and you will subconsciously be thinking about that prize non-stop. Okay, power of 10. You guys, this is how you can earn your own clinical solution. Why would you leave free product on the table? Work your business, okay? 10 appointments, full circle appointments, not just goodie bags, 10 sets sold or 1,000 in sales total, okay? So 10 of these sets or 1,000 total retail sales, and then 10 marketing shares with your director following up or with her on it. And then Andrea was so gracious in pulling this up for me so I could explain it to our guests. But again, this is still going on. Learn it. This is what you want to copy. This is what you want to be showing to your prospective team members. And then you guys, Andrea talked a little bit last week about the profit in selling the clinical solutions. Do the math. Do the math. Go back to our Facebook page. And last week we posted, okay, I just want to make sure I wouldn't get a message. Make sure that you look at the slideshow that we posted and do the math on this. And then take this picture and print it out and decide how much do you want to make? How much do you want to make in the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks with clinical solutions? Oh my word. So awesome. Valentine's Day, you guys, it is a sneeze away. We don't say cough away anymore. It's a sneeze away. Start contacting the guys, sell gift certificates. If you have no product, sell gift certificates. Okay. You can do 50, you can do 100, you can do 150, whatever you want to do. Okay. But make it happen. The body bag, I don't want to call it a body bag, the satin body care bag. Can you tell I've been talking a lot today? The satin care body care bag is so awesome. And, you know, you can do all kinds of fun things with that as well. So can you believe I said body bag? Okay, the Mary Kay body bag. You got to have it just in case something happens. Do y'all have any questions? Oh my word, what a night it's been. You know, I know you guys are like, do y'all know what time it is on the East Coast? But hopefully you guys are learning so much and you're just seeing such a great experience here that you're like, it's worth every minute. Because you guys, we want you to see us doing what we do on a daily basis. So you see, it's just not that hard. It's not that hard at all. Okay. So, and in the future, we want to make sure our guests know that we want them to stay on for the full hour. And this has been something I'm remiss in this, that I just want everybody to know that we really want our guests to be committed for an hour. And that way, if we do go a little bit long, we don't feel bad about, you know, taking up too much of their time. Okay. What did the last card read on? Hang on. What did the last card read on the body bag? Okay, so it's Cindy Williams' thing. It's amazing. Andrea, do you know how to go through the whole thing? It's satin lips for all the time.
I have the video. I'll post it.
Okay, she'll post the video on Superstars. But it's lips for when you kiss, hands when you held, body when you gave me hugs. Basically, that's it. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? Okay, I just want to close tonight and telling you guys, there's a couple of videos that we're posting on Andrea and mine's Facebook pages. Well, Superstar's Facebook page and then her unit Facebook page. And one of them is Jennifer Bessick, you say it, Bessicker. And she talks about how she sold, how much? 7
$75,000 from August to December with 74 virtual parties.
She averaged $1,000 a party on Facebook virtual parties. And she tells you in this video how she did it. Are you curious? And Andrea talked to one of our director friends today, and we won't tell you her name because she didn't give us permission. But Andrea, tell them what she said about how much she sold after watching this video.
Oh, I did tell you that. Okay, so she has held, first of all, she called 7 of her immediate friends, used the script, and all 7 said, sure, yes, I'll do it. Because the script is just so simple. And then she said in the last, she held 7 parties and she sold $4,200 and she has 3 new recruits.
You guys. Yeah. Yeah. And so like, I know some of y'all are really, are doing a lot with your parties live and face-to-face. Think about when you're doing a face-to-face party, because I know Sayonara, you do, Amy does, Jamie does. When you're doing those, invite them to invite their out-of-town relatives to FaceTime during the party and to join during the party, because people are used to that now. That was foreign to people before. They're like, what? But now people are used to, you know, with their kids at home, jumping on Zoom, jumping on FaceTime, jumping on Google Share and all this other stuff. They're used to the video experience. And even if they don't want people to see them, they can always FaceTime and watch the party. So think about that. If you're like, but I love doing it live and I love the interaction and people want to do it live, that's great. But think about, tell them, invite at least 10 people that we can pull in on Zoom on your phone or on my phone, you know, my phone, like if I were Sayonara on my phone, Sayonara's phone, and they can watch at the same time and they get excited about booking their own parties. Okay, think way outside the box. Yeah, Drake.
There was a question we didn't answer, and I think also consultants might have questions. Can we just do that before we close? I don't think we have guests on anymore. Does anybody know if we have a guest on?
Is the video posted on the video in script? What video in script?
So can I just show everybody where to go on my site real quickly?
Yeah.
Okay. There was a question. So Michelle had asked a question. Joe, you might want to get back to her on the answer. And then Dee, you seem to have a question and we want to definitely answer any of the consultants' questions. So while you get your question ready, you can of course ask. I'm just going to pull up where everybody can find this video. So Dee, do you have a question that about retinol? Is she there?
Zulema, you have a question? Okay.
When I was doing that training, and it says that it's an 8 weeks process for your skin to get adjusted and okay with a direct retinol. Once you start with this product, you can stop it. Or can you, or what is it that you keep doing after the 8-week process?
Do you want me to answer that one or do you want to do it?
Go ahead. Yeah.
So you can stop it at any time, but you have to start the retinization all over again when you're ready to start it. So my recommendation is make sure your skin doesn't, you know, stop tolerating it and just keep going.
No, I did get that. My question is, once you start with the product, you keep going until forever?
Yeah.
Like another product for your routine. And if you stop, you go back and you have to start over again.
Yes.
Yeah. Your skin will go back. Your skin will go back. You know, you'll have the sun damage bring more discoloration. Your skin will stop being as firm. You know, it is something that you would want to keep on.
So the goal is to just keep going and add this to your daily routine. Yeah. Period. Okay.
Maybe not every day. It's not 7 days a week.
Yes. Your routine.
Yeah. It actually tells you on the days you do the retinol, don't do the microdermabrasion. So you want to alternate those days.
Yeah. For all of the, just anybody who's wanting to see the video, just real quick, if you go into my group, hopefully you're all in it. You can just ask to be in it. But right here, if you just click on this, it's my weekly updates. Just click on that and you will see the video in the, just scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, and you're going to see her right here. You can also go to my YouTube page. She's there, but that's where you can find it. Very simple. Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? Yeah, and y'all feel free to jump on Andrea's Amazing Graces and Superstars and JoannaShipe.com. We are working on a couple of systems to combine a bunch of stuff. And as we move forward, if you're already familiar with these sites and how to jump on them, you're going to be so much happier when we do the consolidation. And that's probably going to happen in the next few months. And it's just going to make everything so simple for you guys. But if you're not used to seeing those things and understanding links and things like that, we need to do tutorials now. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, what did y'all think? What did y'all think of tonight?
Yeah, it's a lot of information, but did you see how in the slideshow, she just basically read the slides? Any
It
questions?
was fantastic. It was amazing. It was educational. And I think that's when people really buy into it, is when you have such wealth of knowledge about your product. So I thought that was perfect.
Oh, yay.
And you just, yeah, and you sound so smart. Like, you guys practice reading those slides. You just sound so smart. Oh, look at Zulema. Zulema will memorize it in Spanish and English by tomorrow.
We are.
We are bad.
I love
Well,
it.
that was fun. And you guys, we did have a lot of guests on. So keep inviting your guests, okay? Every Monday night, we're going to do the 10 and 10 with 10. Tell them they will be off by whatever time zone you're in, 20 minutes after. We'll let them go. Or if they want to hang out and stay for the reco, they can stay for the reco, okay?
Oh, one more thing.
Quick question. Oh,
So sorry, one more thing. We are using Shipe Pop to post our comments or our pictures for the retinol. So make sure, of course, you can also do it in your own personal VIP page, but go there and, you know, your guests might not be as courageous, but if they see you doing your before picture or you sharing, oh my gosh, this is what I've been experiencing, it's a safe place. And Joe and I can make sure we prevent any concerns. We don't want customers going on a personal Facebook and saying, oh, my Mary Kay is turning me red. We want them to come to us so we can guide them, and you can, of course, make sure that they're happy but understand. So use Shipe Pop.
It is imperative that when you start this system or anyone starts this system, they have got to use sunscreen or stay out of the sun. And I know in the Northeast, y'all are expecting more snow, but right here in Arizona, the high every day is 70. It's gorgeous. People are already venturing outside. And I know I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but, yeah, whatever. But let me tell you, when it's 140 this July, I'll come visit all of y'all. Okay. So there you go. All right. Well,
quick question for you. The gift certificate for Valentine's that you show, is that on, I looked for it, I didn't see it on, is it something we can print off?
Yeah, that's mine. That's mine.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it, I'll put it in, if I didn't, I'll put it in that link. I'll update the link and you can just take it right from the link. Or if I have a minute, I'll try to put it in Shipe Pop.
Okay, the second question is it, can you edit or can we edit the 5 and 5 to 10 and 10?
I have one that does say 10 and 10. I made one.
You do? Okay.
It should be, hold on, I'll just look real quickly. It should already be in, I didn't mean Shipe Pop. I'll put it in Shipe Family Superstars, but if you go to Shipe Family Superstars and go to media, it's in the more button.
Okay.
You'll see it. It's now offering Fab 10 appointments, 10 friends, 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Faves.
Perfect. Thank you.
So I'll just go ahead right now and put that other one that you're asking about. And no, you can't edit it. It's a JPEG, but if you have Publisher or any other file, you can then manipulate it.
No, if you have one already there, I think that should be fine too.
Okay, so go in the
Thanks.
media, you'll see the 10 and 10, and I'm gonna post the Valentine's right now. And then I gotta make dinner.
Dinner is bedtime for me. So.
Sorry, it's 6:30 here, so I gotta get my family fed.
7:30 here. I don't do dinner on Mondays. Or Tuesday or Friday. Or-
Crazy. It's 9:30 here. I can't. It's hard to imagine that it's 6:30 somewhere.